Good afternoon, everybody. It is Mr. Van here, live in my office. I wanted to make a quick video to talk about two things that are upcoming that I think are movie worthy and worthy of having a quick conversation with you all, specifically for parents. The first one I want to chat about is this guy. It is the Capacity Cafe. You may have already gotten an email about this with a QR code. I'll put the information for signing up for this in the details for this YouTube video as well. Really quickly, why I think this one is so valuable is because in 2016, on the very night that Donald Trump was elected, won't forget that one, I went to a Capacity Cafe that was happening at Van Tech. It's a place where parents can gather together and sit in a giant circle, supported by usually two facilitators, and there's about 6, 7, or 8 youth who are all spread out in the circle as well. And the facilitators ask questions that the youth respond to. The youth will not be from our school. They will not be students that you likely know, and that's done intentionally. They ask questions around mental health, around substances and usage, around sexuality, around dealing with parents, around what works and what doesn't work in their house. It's an opportunity to see a side of kids that you probably just can't get with your own kids sometimes because of how complex and wonderful as well those relationships are. And so the Capacity Cafe, as the name suggests, helps create capacity in parents to understand what's going on for youth and how to have really successful conversations with your kids about tough subjects. I got to just be part of it as kind of like a guest, and it really blew my mind. It was one of the most impactful things. I mean, 8 years later, I'm still thinking about it. So I would highly recommend it. It's usually about, I'm not sure exactly, I think it's usually about an hour and a half, 2 hours, about 2 hours long. And the parents sit in silence for basically the entire time, but you won't get bored. Trust me, it's impactful stuff, and I can't recommend it enough. So that's Capacity Cafe. That one is happening May 1st. It is at Magee. Again, this is done purposefully. It's a little farther than I might like, but done purposefully so that the students that are presenting are not going to have parents from the same school. So there'll be parents from a couple other schools there as well. Please consider doing this one. There is zero cost to it. It's May 1st in the evening. Again, I'll put the information below. The second thing that I wanted to mention is something that my wonderful colleague, Miss Leanne, has put together. It is the showing of the most recent the most recent creation of Screenagers, if you're familiar with this franchise. Screenagers was a movie that, like a documentary movie that really took off a number of years ago, probably, I'm guessing 7 or 8 years ago, if I had to guess. And now the most recent one is out there. And Screenagers is all about taking on things related to everything in the digital age and around vaping and drugs and how students and kids exist in the world today and how challenging that can be and how parents can help them, guide them, navigate them, just the way we try to do here at school, as successfully as possible. I think what's really nice about this is that a lot of the, like from what I've seen in the trailer, and I'll put the trailer in the notes below as well, it's really designed to be like common case situations. Like you could actually see your kids and the sorts of decisions they're making when you're watching this. It's not extreme versions. They're talking about the very things that a vast majority of our kids are facing. And so that's going to be happening at the end of May. I believe it's going to be May 31st, and there's going to be an invite going out for that. We'll probably invite some parents from other schools from that one as well. So yeah, those are the two things that I just really wanted to speak to. They're coming up on May 1st and May 31st. The year is going quickly. And if you're, as I know you all are, active parents who want to make positive support for your kids, then I'd strongly recommend checking these out. I think you might very well see me at the Screenagers. I'm not allowed to go to the Capacity Cafe this time, but you'll probably see me at Screenagers. Thanks so much, and take care.